You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? I'm a little upset that you think that's so funny.
Why?
Because I don't know how to do this podcast unless we look into each other's eyes.
It's just the fucking generation jacking themselves up.
It's easy to hate something that's really
But
good.
everyone listening is cool, and all of the cool people are going to that show.
We should do. This is a positive podcast. That's what we're going for.
Yeah,
we're
that was like the difference.
People are gonna be like listening to this and like, it's so fucking happy.
This is the feel good movie review.
Eventually going to put out a CD just of Mike
Of me singing random songs.
Yeah, it's got a little tingly.
You got a little tingly?
Feel good. Right there.
Guys,
Turned down
I think,
for what?
I think that's turned down for Hug Life.
You're great. You're great. You're
You're
great.
great.
You're
I
great.
mean,
You're great.
you're
You're great.
great. You're
Eat that
great.
kale salad. You're great. You're so great. Hey, Kane, you're great too.
Aw, thanks, guys. You guys are
You're great.
You
You're
guys
great.
are great.
You're great.
You guys are
You're
great.
Guys,
You
look
guys.
look at how much eye contact
You
we
guys.
can make. You guys.
You're great.
You're great.
No, you're great.
No, you're great.
Ah.
You're great. Are we saying you're great or Yigrit, which is a really weird English name?
Egret
Igrit.
or Igloo?
Hagrid. Hagrid. You're great. Hagrid.
Mike check. You're great.
You're check. You're check. You're great. Hey guys.
Kane check.
Kane check. I'm Monica Nevi,
And I'm Mike Coletta.
and welcome to the Hug Life Podcast.
I'm Kelsey Cook.
Oh, Kels Bells, return guest. It's so good to have you here. She's just like, I'm allergic to everything.
No, I can't have a Diet Mountain Dew. I'll die.
DMD.
Oh, wait, let me get that.
Oh, come
Oh, wow. That's a lot of dead air for that.
on.
I just cut my nails and I couldn't get under the camera.
It's dangerous in
This is
here.
professional.
Oh.
Okay, what am I doing?
I do like your setup.
Thank
I
you.
really
do you like it?
It's a nice
You
setup.
feel welcome?
Do you feel
That's
I feel like we're gonna play strip poker in high school.
Dude.
Like that's the table we're
Yeah.
doing this
This
on.
table,
That's
Yeah.
where this table came from. Actually.
I won that in a strip poker.
my family
I'm
and
all
I.
in fuck amount of money. I'm taking the table.
My mom
So I
gave me
get dick
my mom
down.
gave me this table and she said this is used to be a strip poker table. Did you say dick down again? You
That
did.
part wasn't on. That just sounds random.
Guys, Monica went on a trip looking to get dick down. You know what I'm saying?
So anybody out there who thinks she has a sexy voice,
Oh my god.
ask her if she wants to get
You
dick down.
sexy thing.
We drink Diet Mountain Dew or a DMD.
Or a
which
Dick Me
also
Down.
Stands for Dick Me Down.
Or a
Dick Me Down.
Drive Me Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy? Could have just said that instead.
Drive Me Daisy.
Drive me, Daisy.
Can you say that every time you get into a cab now?
Drive me, Daisy.
Or you can say Dick Me Down. Those are your choices.
Dick me down or drive me, Daisy. It's your
How
choice.
great is it going to be when you run into that one Lyft driver and her name
It's
is Daisy?
I'm like, Dick me, Daisy. And she'll look at me like, wait, what?
And she pulls out the biggest hog.
A pig in the car.
Oh yeah. Now it's time to pig me, Daisy.
The biggest Hogwarts replica ever. Pig me. We're not even trying
Pig
anymore.
Me,
We gave
Pig
up
Me
30
Daisy is just like a
seconds.
short person named Daisy.
Pig me, Daisy.
Pig Me Daisy.
Pig me, Daisy. Pig me, Daisy.
Oh, because pig me's one word.
Yeah.
And because pygmy's the politically
Which,
correct
as I
term
was
for
saying, I
short
realized
person.
both of you did not know where I was going. You were like, sure.
Well,
yeah,
you
whatever.
were, I got it like a little bit after you got it. Like you didn't get your own joke until you were like, "Pig me, Daisy," right?
Right? As in a short person named Daisy.
Yeah, no. Well, he wasn't. Okay.
I was on board.
Thanks, Mike.
Man.
You're great.
You're great.
Oh, you too.
I've missed this. It feels like so long.
It does
I just
feel
flapped my arms
really
for the
long.
first time, so that was
Well, what you guys
Do it
do?
when-
You guys do it every Wednesday, right?
once a week. But so we've been releasing them randomly, kind of on Mondays and Tuesdays when we record them. Because when I
After
record
we're
it,
done,
I
yeah.
just want to fucking get it out there. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just fucking get it
love
out
the
there,
hug
man.
bugs so
I
much.
just
They
want the
need it.
Hug Central Station
Goddamn
to
hug
meet
bugs.
the fuck up. My mom listens to this podcast.
Hi, Mama Coletta.
Jackie, it's
Jackie.
Steve Haven. She'll get really
Oh,
mad.
shit.
Ooh, probably shouldn't use last names either.
You don't.
Probably
You do.
shouldn't use that last
Jackie
name.
and Pam. Those
Jackie
are-
and Pam?
Yeah,
Well, they know your last name, but that's
Pam
not her
Jack.
last name.
that's not her last name.
Pam Jack.
Old Pam Jack.
That's their beer pong team name.
Oh shit! Are we going up against Pam Jack?
Dude, Pam
Hug
Jack's
Life
coming
versus
so
Pam Jack.
strong right now, and I don't even know what to do. They've made 6 cups.
I'm hammered.
I am hammered. Pam Jack is crushing it right now.
Some weird rule where Mike just doesn't have his pants on.
This is the worst game ever.
They come in one sweater that fits both of them.
I'm not even left-handed. She just fucking rocked me.
What happened? They beat us.
Close my eyes, Jackie. Close them.
They beat us at beer pong, and then they made us cookies. It was a really weird.
It was
Super
the
weird.
Weirdest Christmas ever.
I do want to say hi to Pam,
To Pam.
to Mama Pam.
Yeah.
Mama Nevi.
Mama Nevi.
What's funny is I guess it doesn't matter because everyone knows your mom's last name.
Yeah, that's true. But that is.
But I do want to say hi because I know that there's definitely a game out there to try to find the one man that she loves more than either Mike or Mitch, and I would like to throw my hat in the ring.
You want to put it?
I want to throw my hat in the ring.
Dude,
I've never
I don't
met
know
her.
if I can compete
So
with
you're
this.
on Mike's level then. That's the
Okay.
thing. Mitch has met her, and so
Mitch
has
is-
Cameron.
Mitch and
Oh, Cameron,
Cameron-
yeah, and Cameron
Mitch
too.
and
That's
Cameron
right.
have the one up because they've actually met her in person. But your mother just said I was one of her favorite comedians on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
she's never seen
where
one.
that shit means everything. Hey, I
My
heard
mom has
that.
bad taste.
She's never
Guys,
seen.
that's really rude.
She likes Mike
me-
and doesn't like me.
Let me relish in this compliment for a second. Let me just
Sorry.
relish in it. I liked
I
it.
know I tried to find it, but I couldn't.
Well, the worst part is I texted that to you, and then the first thing you said, Pam's just messing with you. Like, she didn't mean it. I'm like, that's really rude of Pam.
I was also on vacation, so I didn't.
You were on vacay?
Kind of.
So you were going cray-cray on
Yeah.
vacay? Take me down!
Just
Take me
Snapchat
down.
everybody.
MDMA? That's not the acronym we were using. That's a drug.
It's
Yeah, that
DMD.
Get DMD on MDMA.
Isn't DMD a dance video game?
Dance Mario, dance.
D and
That's the name of the
D&D
game.
is Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D is Dungeons and Dragons.
But dance off or
There's DDR, which is Dance Dance
DDR.
Revolution.
DMD
Yeah.
is the Irish version. Dungeon Me Dragon.
Dungeon Me
Dungeon
Dragon.
Me Dragon. Oh, here we are.
Just
Shitty Irish accent. Dungeon Me Dragon.
just an old whore.
It's alone.
Just an old whore named Daisy.
Why can't I click on that?
Dungeon Me Dragon Daisy.
I played DDR at when I was in high school.
Well,
at
now we're talking
an
about
arcade.
Dance Dance Resolution.
Yeah, at an arcade.
Resolution.
I just
Resolution.
Dance
New
Dance
Year's, we
Resolution.
only play it on New Year's.
No,
That's it.
Dance Dance Resolution is when you have a dance fight, but you resolve it in the end. You're
When
really-
everyone hugs.
And everyone
That
hugs.
is the only
You
game
got
we play
served,
here,
but
actually.
you also did pretty well.
Dance Dance
Is that a new one?
Resolution. We're so much closer after dance offs.
You know, I realize, and this is probably not a new revelation, but everybody who hangs out in an arcade for long periods of time are just they smell the worst.
That's
Oh.
pretty rude coming from your corner right now of the table. Corner, sides.
Whatever, it's all the
Yeah,
same.
what do
Sounds
you,
the
what?
same.
They just I got
No,
next
I
to
can get that.
I played DDR next to a guy who was wearing a black trench coat, leather, and I felt like he just was like cocooning in it all
I was
day.
gonna say, that doesn't breathe very
Neo?
No,
well.
not a very good
You played
breather.
with Neo from the Matrix.
Pretty much, yeah.
He kicked your ass
And
at
he
DDR.
was awesome only because the smell wafted into my nose and distracted me from
Just
the
passed out.
colors, from the yellow step left. I was terrible at it, but it's still, I mean,
I went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo thing, and there was definitely like the stereotype
Oh, there's
guys
a
with the
funk.
smell, where you're like, oh, this is where the stereotype comes from,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
they're
Like,
funky.
yeah,
Some funky.
they really good
Jews.
at
I was
dancing.
gonna say- I wanted to say guys,
Jews,
and then
too.
You
I
heard
wanted
it
to
here
say
first.
Jesus.
Kane hates the funky Jews in
I was
arcades.
gonna say
Stinky
jerks,
Jews.
and guys and Jews came out. I don't know.
I see what's on your mind.
Sorry.
Hitler. Anyway, we got to
Hitler
actually
playing
start the
DDR.
show.
Okay.
This is why we do your wonderful intro song you made us up first.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we did a thing where we
great.
like introed it and then did the theme song, we wouldn't get to the theme song until like 35 minutes
That's
in,
very true.
which is a
Right, yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So,
It's a problem.
but you made our theme song.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
don't
that.
know. I was listening to you. I was in Boston when I listened to you go, The Hug Life. And I was like, I remember Mike talking about this. And I was hungover, crazy hungover. And I decided to listen to you guys. And you started off with 15 minutes of, you're great, you're great,
You're great, you're great, you're great.
And I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And then I listened to you guys like my whole morning. And then I listened to the rest of them. I downloaded it was like 3 you guys had up at that time. And I listened to them on the rest of the way home. And I was like,
Yeah.
I like this show. I'm a fan, a genuine fan. And I was like, you know what they need? A theme song? You know what I'm not
Yay.
doing? Nothing.
Nothing.
Or would I anything? So I decided.
Attention, anyone.
Plus, I like
Attention, all people.
I like doing that stuff. That's like my favorite thing to do.
You're my
It's
favorite
really good.
thing
I
to
was very
do.
impressed. I like it.
Thanks.
Talking about dicking me down. What's up, Monica? You don't like Dick Mike Down? You don't like
Dick
that?
Mike down.
Dick Mike
It's
Down.
a competition we're having. Dick Mike down.
That's where you're a dick to Mike until his feelings get hurt. Dick Mike Down. Roast the host. Didn't do it to me because I can't handle it.
Oh.
That's true. We skipped that one.
Yeah, they decided to
Skip that one for you.
do it directly to me
I know.
because they know my feelings can't be hurt.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Speaking of
Try and hurt my feelings. I dare you.
We don't do that.
nice eyeballs, they're really beautiful. I really
How
like
dare
them.
you? My grandmother hated my eyeballs.
She did?
Yeah, now she's
It just
dead.
brings up
Hey,
some weird
hey,
thing.
hey.
You're like, ooh, your hairline, and you're like, my grandpa's hair, he just died.
So, part where the podcast, we got to plug shows. We got to do
have
our
to do it
intro thing.
somewhere.
I am actually going to be gone tomorrow, and I'm not doing any shows until the 28th at Tacoma Comedy Club. So that's where you can see me, December 28th, Tacoma Comedy Club. And by that point, I'll give you more shows I'm doing. So, Kane, what shows do you got coming up?
I am going to be at TCC, Tacoma Comedy Club, all week, Thursday through the 21st. So
What are you doing there?
I got
Comedy.
5 shows featuring for Slade Ham. And then there's the Battle of the Sexes, which you and I are on, Monica. And it's going to be boys versus girls. And can I do my charity up top too?
You want to do your charity up top? Go for it.
Because
Sure.
it goes along with the plug.
You got to do it
What
again.
is, okay.
You got to do it
Well,
twice.
okay, I'll save it. We'll
You wanna
save
save it?
We'll save it.
Dude,
Why
we're
don't I?
teasing
I'll
the
just
audience
do it.
so
Now
I
bad
know.
right
I'll
now.
replug.
Well, honestly,
Honestly?
mine is also the same concept. Maybe the same show. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. The charity I'm going to plug is the show that I'm on. So
Okay, well then let's do it in the end.
We'll do it at the
You
end.
guys can
We'll
do your
do it
show.
at the
You can
end.
plug your shows. I mean, I just plugged mine up top, but you can do whatever you want.
I don't want to mess with your show.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't matter. This show can't be messed with because everyone loves each other so
I feel
goddamn
really
much.
bad now.
No, you
I
don't.
don't even know what's happening, honestly. So you got any
Please
more
like
shows
us
you
on
wanna-
Facebook. Hug Life Podcast.
Do
You
I
just
get
hit
to
that
plug
like
my
button.
shows?
I thought you said you were gonna plug them in the end. I just thought you were gonna say you're gonna plug them in the end.
No, I was going to plug the one show. The charity I'm plugging
Plug
is
your
a
show,
that I'm
Pudding.
on, but I
Plug
have
your
other
show.
shows, Mike. Not
Pudding.
everyone's going to Alaska for Christmas.
You wish you were? Do you want to come to Alaska with
God,
me?
God, nobody
cheers.
wishes
I'm
they
checking
were.
a bag. You can fit in it. Come on, please. I don't want to be so alone.
I'm sorry. You
I'm not
can
going to be alone,
Skype
actually.
me
My
over.
brother's going to be there. So many hugs.
So many hugs. He's like, stop.
He's going to be,
Just
no, that's
imagine him
it's going to be stop day 2, guaranteed.
Stop hugging me. Okay, anyways. I have a show today, whenever this comes out. Wednesday at the Tulalip Casino.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. And the Canoe Cabaret at 8 p.m.
Oh, there's canoes there.
Yeah.
And cabaret dancing.
Is that
to
that?
pay attention to more than the comics, really.
Is that the free show that everyone gets to come to?
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
That's
one
the
of those.
greatest.
That is
Yeah.
a show for
It's
sure.
a great
I've been
one.
there. I've been
Do
there.
you see my smile? It's great.
Anyways, and then this Friday and Saturday, I will be in Medford, Oregon at Chadwick's Pub.
I like
Yeah,
that place.
That's a fun place.
I
That's
do
a
like
really
that place.
fun
I actually
room.
have family there too, so it'll be good.
I love that. I actually really had a good. I went with Gabe Rutledge. It was great.
I dig
Yeah,
the. I dig
someone
the.
to go with.
I dig
Gabe's
the
great.
room.
Oh,
You're great, Gabe.
Essentially. And then
You can
Battle of
text
Sexes
me.
on the 21st on the Sunday. Love that show. And then we'll talk about the other show, I guess.
I am really excited to say that I'm going to be not on this Battle of Sexes. I will finally be on another Battle of Sexes in January because
Have
it's
you?
been so long. I booked it right now because I'm like, I want to do this. It's been way too long. I haven't done that show in like
It's a
2 or
great
3
show.
shows.
If you have not come to that show, to Tacoma Comedy
It's the
Club
best.
this Sunday, email us or whatever. We'll get you free tickets.
And if you want to see every guest that's ever been on our show, you should probably
you
go
should
watch
probably go to
that
that show.
because all of our guests are on it. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really. I'm excited to do it in January, but you guys are gonna have a great time. Like,
Yeah.
who's hosting it this
Christmas
coming?
thing.
I don't know, but I actually like hosting that, even
It's
though
fun.
It
It's
is
hectic.
a monster of a thing to host because you got to remember all the games and everyone's giving you shit. But I don't
a
know.
lot of shit.
Oh
Like,
my
so
god!
I feel
much
bad
shit.
afterwards, but I get so Kelsey and I are like, yeah, well, let's just not talk to anybody because we're gonna like make them so mad.
But I actually like hosting because it gives me a chance to kind of. I feel a lot freer hosting, even though I have all that shit to remember.
Right.
Like I get to go. You guys do this and you guys do that, and I get the fuck out. I'm gonna
Right.
entertain the people with my jokes that I've already pre-prepared.
Yeah,
And
instead
if
of
that-
us being like, wait, what do we have to do next? Do we
Yeah.
have to do this? And I'm writing. I don't even remember what I started writing about.
And you know, it's the only competition I like to do.
Yeah,
It's the
that
I don't.
is actually a good because even
Well,
when I
because
lose,
it's not like it's not really a contest. I feel like because you're on a team. You're a
Yeah.
team. It's like
Right,
team
but
spirit.
It teaches you to value the journey really more than the
Oh, that's so deep, Monica. Please
whatever
elaborate.
destination. It's fun to do. It's a really fun show. I don't know.
Please elaborate.
And
It's
there's just
fun.
so many. Honestly, it has taught me that I need to have like more confidence in my ability to just go in the back room and fucking write some shit.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'll be like, I have no idea, and then read it, and I'm like, oh, they like that. That's cool.
Isn't it funny how you'll go, this needs a lot of work, and then you'll write one thing for Battle of the Sexes, and they go apeshit for it, and you're
Right.
just like, why is it taking me so long to write
I
5
think
minutes?
that
Are you shitting me with this?
Fuck, yeah.
So that's the greatest thing about Battle of the Sexes.
And honestly, the audience is
putting you in the
great. There's
spot.
people who come back and see it like every
No,
month,
it's
and
one of
they're
those-
so much fun.
It's
Yeah.
like the drunk show used to be when they
Yeah.
used to do that one.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
It was
awesome!
so beautiful.
It was great.
I love it. You're great.
Oh, you're great.
Hey, Tacoma Comedy Club Ballad Sexy Show.
Sex.
You're great.
Hey, Tacoma Comedy Club, dig me down.
Hey, TCC Dick Down at DMD.
Can you lean in again? Like the listeners can't see it, but when you get that low, sexy voice, it looks like you're about to go, "Hey, everybody, it's Chocolate Sunday." You guys want to listen to some Soul Train?
No, my life. I'd only play Casey and JoJo if I
Would
was in
you?
charge of Chocolate Sunday.
See, if I'd play
Chocolate
Boys to
Sunday
Men.
with Mike Coletta.
Oh, Bad Boys to Men. A-B sleep, baby deep.
Oh, what was
En
it?
Vogue.
Remember
I'd
that
play
part?
En Vogue
En
too.
Vogue's great, yeah.
I sang Mama, that song they did for their moms.
Mhm.
I sang that to my mom on Mother's Day.
What?
Yeah.
Every Mother's Day.
Mama. Oh yeah, I sang it.
We're
Dude,
talking about winning Pam's love. He's that's pretty good.
Bam, son.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bam, son. I mean,
I'm just putting
I
it.
don't
It's
like
nothing.
that.
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna have
Do you understand?
any
He just sang a song for his mother. I would never do that for her.
on Mama's
for
Day.
Pam.
Yeah.
You never.
I'll
sing a
sing it
song
for
to
Pam. if
I've
she
written
wants
her
me to.
poems before.
You have.
Nice up top.
Yeah.
Pam, you're a grand slam. Pam. First line of the poem written.
Can I help you with the poem?
You know.
Rhyme with spam. Go ahead.
Oh, Pam, you're a grand slam, Pam. I'm a cook with spam for you, Pam.
And then
Damn. Damn. Oh, wait. Where are my bongos? They're in the studio somewhere. The studio.
I like that's beautiful, Michael. I teared up. I teared up.
You teared up a little
I did.
bit?
Oh, God.
Pam, you're great.
Yeah, Pam's the greatest.
So
I have Twitter.
Twitter at Monica Nevi.
Yes.
At
Kane M. Holloway.
Kane M.
As
Holloway.
in Matthew.
Is that your middle name?
That is my middle name.
It's like,
At me. At me Coletta. I don't want to explain it anymore. But if you type in Mike Coletta Twitter, I learned my Twitter comes up first.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good.
Did you?
The Mike Coletta that has Twitter, he follows 3 people, and he hasn't used Twitter in 4 years.
He's a
I
UFO.
tweeted at Mike Coletta 3 at Mike Coletta 3 said your tweets are better than at me Coletta, and I am friends with him, which started which started a Mike Coletta Twitter war.
Kane's just sitting on the internet starting shit all day.
It was
with
so
strangers.
and
I
he
wonder
was
what you do during the day sometimes.
Oh, I love it. I fucked with the Broncos. They're my favorite team, and I got Bronco fans to not like me because I made a joke. The tweet was Bronco fans. What wide receiver caught the most passes from John Elway? And he's the general manager now. He's long retired, but he has 2 Super Bowl wins. I know that. So instead of answering the question, I tweeted at Broncos at John Elway is the owner. Duh. And I got so much Twitter hate from Bronco fans. And it doesn't say on my Twitter that I'm a Bronco fan. It says I'm a comedian, I have a podcast, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't say shit. So I know they clicked on it. Okay, what is it? Oh, he's a comedian? What a fucking
he's from
piece.
Seattle. That's why.
Fuck him, he's a Hawks fan. And they just shit all over. I hope you die. One guy was like crazy about it. And I retweeted all of them. I was like, fuck them.
Good for you.
Good.
Kane has a podcast too.
It's called Your First Time.
And you 2 have been on it before.
Yes.
Most recently, Mike.
No, yeah, it was true.
You were my most
Because
recent
we were in a
guest.
car. I was driving. It was not very safe. But it was fun.
We talked about Batman.
We did talk about Batman. I should probably say this about the changes coming up with our podcast, because this has been a thing. So currently we are on iTunes, and we are going to be losing that podcast on iTunes because there's issues with it that cannot be fixed. We've tried to fix them now for like 3 months and it doesn't work. So in a couple weeks, you're probably going to have to resubscribe to us. And I'm going to post this everywhere we have stuff for the podcast, like everywhere possible, to be like, please resubscribe. We're now going to be... It's just going to look a lot nicer. That's pretty much the way it's going to work. It's going to look way nicer in iTunes. It's going to make way more sense.
To do that again, yeah.
Yeah, and please write reviews
so
again.
Yoga Chick 1993. If you can please
get
review us.
Get off that yoga mat, girl. Get on that keyboard.
Put the kale down.
Put down the kale, Monica. Put down the kale. But yeah,
podcast is her journal.
So that's gonna be happening probably while I'm in Alaska because I have a lot of time on my hands. So I'm gonna be taking care of that.
Real nice.
But yeah, so that's gonna happen soon. So we expect to see a new thing called Hug Life Podcast with no hyphen at the end of it.
Yeah.
And it's going to actually say by Monica Nevi and Mike Coletta. So it'll be nice. It'll be way nicer.
It's going to be the same.
It's going to be the same thing. And you can, and the website's not going to change, so it'll still all be up on the website and everything. It's just going to be that. And then as soon as that's fixed and ready, then I'm going to put it on Stitcher, which I've been holding off on because I want to get the iTunes shit fixed first. So that's what I wanted to do.
Right. That's what's happening.
That's my
Thank you.
explanation. Okay. And now we're going to go and talk about Monica's trip to San Diego.
Say what?
You just got back. I missed you. I was thinking about it because you texted me. You're like, "Can you see the moon?"
Yes.
And then I was like, "Are you gonna Forrest Gump me here or Apollo 13 Tom Hanks me here?" Where like sometimes I look up looking at the moon. that's Forrest Gump's voice. Fuck, I get them all. It's every Tom Hanks movie.
Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks.
Thinking you're looking at the same moon.
Person.
It's raining sideways. Sometimes the rain comes up from the ground.
That is.
I live in Philadelphia.
Every Tom Hanks movie combined together.
Exactly.
Man, it's crazy.
There's a snake in my boot.
I gotta get off this island. I gotta get off this island and get back to Philadelphia.
Gotta see Jenny.
Gotta play that keyboard with my feet.
I wished I was bigger. Those aren't even things he said.
You didn't even say.
They're so dumb.
As soon as I'm done working on shrimp boats, I'm gonna work on big freighter ships that get taken over by pirates.
What if they made a big 2 and then that was one of his lines? He just goes up. He's like 14 in the movie. It doesn't take that long. Like it's a sequel that's in the past but in the future, and he's just like, I want to be big too.
Why do we have to talk like Forrest Gump every Tom Hanks movie?
I don't know.
Where's Private Ryan? Ryan. Bubba.
Ryan, ice cream.
Ice cream, Ryan. Ice cream. Young Matt Damon, ice cream. It was young Matt Damon, wasn't he?
It was young Matt Damon.
He was Private Ryan.
He was. He was always writing those mathematicians.
He's still doing it.
Wasn't there also, in that movie, isn't Vin Diesel in Saving Private Ryan?
He is.
And then the guy that plays like the badass sniper in every military movie is in it now.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I'm watching Band of Brothers right now.
Where did my arm go? That's the depressing Saving Private Ryan.
If Tom Hanks was the Bugs Bunny, like he played every role.
I dropped a piano on you. Bugs Bunny?
I meant Bugs Bunny.
No, it's like, what movie is that one?
Bugs Bunny? You guys? No?
What if Tom Hanks is like your number one fan? He's like, I was never in that.
Tom Hanks, remember when you were in that movie Waterworld? I loved it. There's water everywhere.
I keep losing Wilsons. Like he keeps fighting volleyball.
I'm going to drink my pee in a second. It's in Waterworld. We got to stop doing this because I can feel the listeners dropping slowly.
Anyway, so San Diego. I was legitimately concerned that the moon had disappeared.
You were?
Yeah.
I was going to say, were you kind of intoxicated maybe at that time?
Oh, maybe.
Nice.
I texted a lot of
chance.
people, probably that I should not have.
I was doing that show.
That guy who I met in Mobile, Alabama after a show, can you currently see the moon? He's like, we haven't talked in 3 months. I was like, whatever.
I'm
Just answer the fucking question.
Yeah. My friend moved to San Diego, and I live in Seattle, and so I was very interested to see if the moon was like different Or you know what I mean? Like,
Because Monica's a scientist above everything.
that's how we work, scientists.
I just look. I go to different places and look at moons
Look
and
at
see
the
what they
moon.
look like.
Yep, same here. That's
Same.
pretty much what ended
I'm
up
gonna mark
happening.
this
Hey,
down.
is it gray to you? Yeah, it's gray to me.
Is there a guy in it?
I'm gonna mark that down on my Excel sheet. Different areas of the moon.
What if that's,
San Diego
what if that's
and
how you
Seattle.
found out you were colorblind? Hey, is the moon gray? Hey, is this chair gray to you too? Like, everything's gray.
Guys, everything's great. I'm colorblind, and I find that very offensive.
Are you colorblind?
Really
Yeah.
deficient.
Yeah. Oh, see, Monica knows me so well.
You're
Only
color.
because he dropped ranch
I did drop. I dropped.
ranch on my pants.
I dropped ranch on the pants because I was like,
He thought it was
she
part of the table.
She was eating wings, and I just dropped ranch on her lap. 'Cause I couldn't see the table because it was black and the room was dark, and I was just like, "Here's some ranch on your pants."
Then he goes,
I spilled ranch on her pants, and that's in no way a euphemism. It's actually
no,
like
yeah, no,
ranch
that's
on
real,
your pants.
Like, legitimate, like chicken wing ranch.
Like,
Here
sorry,
you go.
I've ruined your jeans.
Oh my God! Is that? It's funny for two reasons: the innuendo of drop the ranch on the pants, and then also the fact that that's how you figured out you were colorblind. You had to ruin someone
No,
else's
actually, I
pants.
learned. I've had many embarrassing situations with colorblindness. The first one involving me almost buying a brown and pink hat in a Mariners game, thinking it's black and white. That wasn't even the punchline. I was going to explain the story, and you guys already started laughing. And it's
I'm just imagining you in a brown and pink hat, which is not really
Just
that
looking
weird for
really
you,
happy.
but the fact that you wouldn't know that that's what it was.
Like you played a joke on yourself.
that's really mean. The face you just made to impersonate me, although accurate. My friends let me buy it, and it was the guy that was selling it that's like, "Are you sure you want to buy this hat, man?"
They just let you.
They just let me. They were like, I was
Support
about to
it. Maybe
give
they
the
didn't
guy
know.
the
They were
money,
like, sure, he
and the
wants
guy's
it.
like, that's brown and pink, right? And I was like, wait, what the fuck? I pulled away. My friends are mean.
So like after that, were you like concerned, or were you?
I was
just, like,
concerned. I'm always double checking colors. I don't normally go shopping alone. Like, I bring my girlfriend with me because I want to be sure the colors
And you
are.
think
still
that
dress
makes
like
me
that?
mad.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I just set
honey.
my. It's okay. Rub my arms more. Oh, they can't see this, but it's great.
The thing that makes
I'm gonna
me
ranch
mad
on your
is
pants.
he wants to argue about colors though, even though he knows that he's fucking colorblind or whatever. He's like,
What?
oh, he's like those pink pants, and I'm like, these are green. Like, why are you? These are not pink.
Wait, that
And
wasn't
he's
really
like,
an argument. That was a mistake.
Wait a minute.
But I apologize.
You
it
know
wasn't
that you're
green.
color-
They're just like maroon.
You
And
know
then
that
he-
you're colorblind, and you still are fighting with a fully colored eyeball person. I don't know how to finish that sentence.
With a fully colored, I'm going to walk outside and be done with this conversation.
Too many periods in
in
the middle of that sentence.
fully colored person.
Fully
Stop
colored
arguing
eyed
with black
person.
people, Mike. What the hell?
No, I can tell as a kid because I failed those little bubble tests.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the ones where it's like, you'll see a 3 if you're normal, and you'll see an 8 if you're not. And I'm like, mother, I see an 8.
I saw that on Little Miss Sunshine. That's how I figured out that that's how they test for colorblindness. And then that kid was just like, wow, the kid not talking. I was like, oh, poor guy.
Little bumblebee kid?
Yeah, the poor dude. Did you ever
It
see
was
that
a girl.
movie? The Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, but it was a girl that was the bumblebee kid. Was she not colorblind?
No, dummy. I was talking about the brother that wasn't talking the whole movie.
Oh,
That guy. He's the
yeah.
one. Did you ever see it?
I did see it.
You
It was a
didn't-
long time
You
ago.
don't remember that scene?
I just remember them like
Talk about a feel-good movie.
a feel-good movie review. Little Miss Sunshine. Kane, talk about it. We forget.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing.
So San Diego.
San Diego. You thought the moon was gone.
Yeah, it's there. Don't worry, guys. It just came up later.
It came back on the way home when I was driving back from
Yeah.
the show in Olympia, and I texted you. I'm like, it's back. We're in the clear. We're good.
in all caps. So we found it. It's all good. It's okay.
I was nervous because I'm like, where did it go?
I'll try to do this quickly. There was a lot of sun. That was nice. It was like 70 and clear. And the beach is right where my friend lives. And then there was a sea lion just walking on the beach.
Walking?
And then he was like kind of showing off. Yeah, it was at night. We were down on the beach, and he was kind of showing off, like he was looking in
He's
the
like,
garbage
"Hey,
can
Monica."
or whatever. It was weird. We like walked over, and he was like kind of walking away. And we're like, "Oh, we scared him." And then he like stops and turns and looks at us.
He
And then,
model
like,
looked you?
rolled around on the ground like, "Hey, ladies, watch this!" Like rolled around on the ground, got back up, started walking again, and then he did it like 2 more times where he'd like stop and stare at us, and then like roll around on the ground. It was weird.
Sea lion's taking my moves.
I
He
just stop, turn,
roll
stare,
around in the,
and then
in
I
the
roll
sand.
around. I'm like, ladies. As I roll around in the sand.
He's like, "No, let me try it one more time."
And then I'm like, let me try this again. Is there sand in my ass? Where are you going? That's my sea lion noise.
We went to a Seahawks bar called Thrusters, which used to be a gay bar.
What?
We
Why
watched
used to be?
I don't know.
Now they were like we're Seahawks now.
They just didn't change the name, but yeah, it's just like
That's a great name
I
for a
don't
bar.
know,
Is
right?
Thrusters.
Thrusters.
And we were playing the 49ers, so that was fun because it was just full
49ers fans or Seahawks fans?
Seahawks fans, Seahawks bar.
Oh,
There was one 49ers fan
I
that we
understand
were
the concept
with,
of that now.
and so I told everyone that he was a 49ers fan, and
Very
so they're
nice.
just like screaming in his face whenever we scored. And there was a
Right.
guy who probably like 50-year-old, and I like looked at him and I was like, "You're just an asshole. Like that's what you do," kind of thing. And he was like trying to high five people behind the 49ers fan, but like put
Oh,
his
right in
hand
his
on like
face?
either side of his head, so like to high five everyone else like right next to him.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
was just laughing so hard.
But it was fun though. Did
Yeah.
you go swimming in the ocean?
I put my feet in there, but that was about. It was kind of cold.
You're not a swimmer.
I'm.
Like you're not.
I won't die.
You're not
but
a.
I'm not.
You're not a beach going girl.
I would I wanted to surf, but it's cold.
Yeah, Pacific, West Coast, East Coast, like oh man, because California, like Florida's just so much fucking water
Florida
all
was
the
great.
time.
Yeah, we were there. That was awesome.
You walk in the water and it just feels like a swimming pool,
Yeah,
but it's salty.
I've never been to Florida.
You never been to Florida?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty fun.
Everyone says it's.
It's
a
one of those things
shithole.
though where that's the thing is if you go to Florida for too long, like it's like Vegas. It's like you don't want to be there longer than 3 days.
That's what I heard.
Right, yeah, like
Yeah.
spring breaky type of stuff.
Because
That's
then
fun.
it starts to get depressing because you start seeing the real shit. And it's not all vacationy anymore, and you're like, oh, it's
I
like
just don't want to run into serial killers, but I do want to see a crocodile.
you see a lot of crocodiles.
Really? Then I kind of want to go to Florida.
We saw a dolphin in the water that was next to us when we were kayaking.
Dolphins.
It was
dolphins are
crazy.
dope.
Dolphins.
Did the dolphin like
Dolphins.
did the dolphin like swim and then turn around and look at you and then just roll?
And just really around.
She's like,
Dolphin.
Monica
It
has
was
this
me
thing
and
with
Mitch,
animals.
and Mitch was trying to like chase the dolphin. It was weird.
And then
So-
he'd stop and Mitch would turn around and then he'd roll.
Mitch was like, "I'm gonna try and get in the water and pet it." I was like, "It's gonna try and have sex with you. Don't do it."
But think about dolphin sex, though.
Gotta be good, right? Like what?
They're so majestic.
Dick me, dolphin me, down.
Dolphin me down.
Dick me,
Dick
dolphin.
me dolphin.
And then I had a show at the Madhouse Comedy Club on Sunday, and it was
Ooh,
great.
it was great.
It's a cool place.
Were you
Yeah,
all like, you're great? And they were like, you're great.
I did actually. I said it multiple times. I only had 10 minutes set, and I was like, "You guys are great." It's a problem that both of them like we do it on stage now all the time. Like, you guys are great.
I always end myself like, oh, you guys are great.
I can't say to Kelsey if I'm describing something as great without hearing you two in my head back
perfect.
and
You're
forth in my head going, "You're great, you're great,
That's
you're great, you're great."
exactly what we were going for. So
I'm
it
on
works.
I'm on the phone with her, and she was like, "How was Birdman?" And I was like, "Birdman was great." And then I hear, "You're great, you're great, you're great, you're great, you're great." You're
But
great.
that's her response. That's what her response is supposed to be. You're like, "Birdman's great." She's like, "You're great."
Yeah.
Like that's how it's
She's
supposed
done.
to go.
She's done it. She does it a couple times.
I
but
never looked that up, by the way, like how other people thought Birdman ended. But you know what? We can't talk about it right now. Damn it! I
We are
always
not
do
just
that. Where
sitting here and talking
you get
about it.
like because people are like when you're podcasting, you're just sitting around talking. I'm like, yeah, but then you start to say something and you're like, oh, I can't say that because I'll just spoil the movie.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to do like a bonus episode of my show and have on people who've seen a lot of movies. But I really just want to talk about Birdman because
We're just gonna talk about movies.
I
in
will say
general.
this. I will say if you haven't seen Birdman, you're thinking about going, you should go and see it because it's pretty great.
And if you don't know, if you
You're
don't know
great.
anything,
You're great, Birdman.
Listen up. If you don't know shit about Birdman, like
Please no swearing.
sorry, excuse me. If you don't know stuff about Birdman,
Birdman.
if you don't know stuff about it, okay, don't look up anything about it. Don't look up reviews, nothing. Just go. Because I didn't know. All I knew is that Ed Norton and Emma Stone and Michael Keaton was in it. And I'll see anything Michael Keaton, but I didn't know the tricks, and I didn't know the ending. All the
Oh, there's a lot of trickery.
Cameron said he liked it, but he like wouldn't tell me anything else about it.
you can't know.
You gotta watch it.
You
You
gotta
gotta
go
go
see it.
alone and see it by yourself in the dark.
That's the
dude,
only way that I watch movies. So
Oh, well, that works out.
I'll go see it again.
Yeah.
If you need a partner, I'll go
Okay,
see it
you
again.
have to sit like 5 seats away from me though.
You need the gay buffer.
It's like a lonely buffer.
See, I get
Can
mad.
you sit away from me? Are you afraid everyone's gonna think we're gay? No, I just like to be alone.
I just want everyone to know that I'm single.
I would have that fight with.
She has a sign around her neck that says single. Single.
Dick me down.
DMD. Oh, you want to know what this stands for? You got a dolphin?
No, I would go. Yeah.
Go see Birdman.
No, I don't need a gay buffer. In fact, I sit on other girls' laps at movies.
Really?
Yeah, and the ones that I don't know. Like to go by myself and just say, "Oh, is anyone?"
Dude, there were these elderly ladies at the movie, and they were like chatting up a storm. And then during the movie, they were like stone cold. Like they didn't laugh at anything, and we were laughing pretty
so
hard.
many funny lines in Birdman.
Be old?
An old lady, yeah.
Why? Why is it hard?
Because you're old.
Because you're like, no one wants
There's a
to
lot of
ranch
hate.
on my
I
pants.
feel like just like radiating from old women sometimes. I'm like, sorry.
There's a lot of like, these kids dicking each other down.
Yeah.
Ranch pantsing.
Go to your pot parties and dick each other down.
She's making penis-shaped cookies.
The
Your
fucking
pot
cookies
party.
are ready.
your marijuana times and your
Marijuana cigarettes.
marijuana cigarettes. I love how I told you not to swear. You just went like, "All right, let's go on Birdman."
That's Birdman.
Stuff.
Birdman. Hey, you know what? I have this part of the podcast written down for the next section. It's called "Talk About Kane Holloway's Life."
Oh, really?
Where do you want to start?
Where do you want to start?
Well, the fact that it's great.
Choplifting?
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
Yeah.
So good. At
Did you make the lights flickered when we went like that?
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
pretty good.
power was like, there's too much power being used for their voices.
Too much power.
We should not go down that road.
Right,
we
yeah,
should not
that's-
go down that road at
Forrest
all.
Gump, that was like a good 10 minutes.
It was not 10, it was 5, and it was the best 5 of my life. So why are you always trying to ruin everything,
We want to
Monica?
talk about Kane's life.
Oh, I can't tell
What
me about
about
your
my?
life,
What
girl.
about it?
What about
How's it
what?
going? I don't know.
Well, did you always like? Were you always like super into movies? Was that like a thing?
Oh yeah, I
'Cause-
love going to. I go to movies by myself. Like my favorite thing to do on my birthday is I tell people it's my birthday. If you want to come hang out with me, you can. If you don't, I'm fine. I'm by myself, and I go see movies. I'll go see movies. They might be bad, but they're starring somebody I like the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro movie, Righteous Kill.
Oh.
The movie sucked. But I was like, I feel like it's going to be shitty, but I'm going to go anyway because it's the only thing playing. The most disappointing one was Terminator 3, is when I saw that on my birthday. I almost wanted to cry. I was so upset that it was that bad. I just wanted to tear
terrible.
up.
It sounds like the worst birthday.
It was
ever.
the best, because Terminator 2 was so good that I was just like, how could they do this to me? How could they do this to me?
You've lost my trust.
But I love movies. I try to watch as many movies as I can. Especially and I'm also not as judgmental as most guys who love movies. You ever talk with people like that?
Yeah.
They're just like
I've had a couple of friends who are so...
they
Yeah.
hate they see every movie and they hate every movie, but they'll like the most obscure. Have you seen French guy did it? And you're just like, no, I haven't seen that
Have
one.
you seen Bonjour Murder?
Yeah. Have you seen it's only in subtitles and it's in black and white and it stars nobody you know?
And it's full of male nudity.
it's amazing.
No boobs, all dick. Count it.
And then they don't tell you shit about it and they go, you have to see it. And then you're just like, I'm never seeing that again. Well, what do you like? Transformers? And then you name off like 9 movies that like the whole world loves. Forrest Gump and fucking Birdman, right? You just
Birdman.
Those two, right?
just those two. You know, you name off
I'm
like
Birdman.
classics.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
And they're just like, hated it. And it's like, well, what do you like? And they're like, I like throwing rocks at myself. Like, they're just the worst people.
No, people they only watch the foreign and steamy section on Netflix when that was around.
I
Like
Section.
that was a section for a while. They got rid of it and now it's just foreign films. But it used to be like foreign and steamy, and it's like, you want to see 2 girls kiss in a French movie? Because it's like 18 of those.
It'll make you look not as creepy. Like you're like, no, this is artsy.
This
right?
is porn, but it's
artistic.
artsy porn.
Can I tell her one thing from Birdman?
Yeah,
But it's
I'm fine with it. I've seen it. I don't care.
It's a thought in my head. It was just
It's
what.
just a thought.
There's a scene in the movie. I'm a very big fan of Edward Norton, and I also have a crush on Emma Stone. And there's a scene in it, a little bit of a spoiler, where they kiss. And in that moment, I thought in my head, very honestly, oh, she got to kiss Ed Norton. Totally.
That bitch.
By the way, that's the name of the podcast. Is She Got to Kiss Ed Norton. So that's going to be the name of it.
But yeah, I'm a big movie fan, and it was like one of the things me and my dad used to do together a lot, and now I just do it alone or whenever someone invites me, and then
Dude, I love going to movies alone. Like, it was one of the best Christmases
do
I've ever
really
had.
like-
Was going and seeing movies alone.
On Christmas?
Christmas Eve, I was living in Renton, and my whole family had left, and I went to a Christmas with my friend's house the next day. So on Christmas Eve, I didn't stay the night at his place. I just came back to Renton, and I went and saw Young Adult alone, and it was awesome.
Oh, yeah,
it was a
I do
great
like that movie.
It was a great movie, and it was like me in the theater and then two other people, and they were definitely looking back like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? But I was like, I was loving it. Like, I was really enjoying it.
Is his dick out? This is
his dick's only out in Patton Oswalt scenes. But I went in the theater department in college. I couldn't go to movies with certain people because they'd piss me off so bad. Like, they'd hate everything.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's people that are like that. Like, I went and saw Watchmen, and I'm like, it's not that bad.
Oh.
But then my friend's like, they didn't put the one scene in it that I wanted to see in the comic. And then I'm just like, really, dude? That one scene just ruined this entire, 2.5 hour movie for you. That's really good.
That's why going alone or like I like having a discussion, if it's like a cool or fun discussion, like it doesn't need to be so technically, because that's just boring. And who gives a shit? Like if it's a bad movie, like I went to see Spider-Man 2 with Kevin and Mike, and
Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's a difference.
And when we're sitting in there, it ends, and I'm sitting there trying to convince myself I liked it. Oh. And then from the walk down out of the theater to the bathroom, I walked out of the bathroom and I said, guys, that movie stunk.
No,
I hated
this
it.
is what bothers me about it is because we left, we were walking out of the movie and you're like, that was great. I really
right,
enjoyed
yeah.
it. And then you left and you're like, it stunk. I'm like, what happened between you touching your penis and leaving the bathroom made you hate this movie so bad?
It was just something about it. It was too long. There was nothing I liked. And it's like, I just think they haven't made a good Spider-Man other than Spider-Man 2 for me, that I like.
Well, and this is the problem with all the Spider-Man movies is they end up just putting too many villains in them.
Too many bad guys.
And it's a problem with a lot of comic book movies where they're like, we just want to throw as many villains as possible, but Spider-Man is the biggest culprit for sure.
I felt like there was no reason Electro should have been mad at Spider-Man.
No, it was way overdone. It was
Can we just talk about this? No.
No reason Harry should have been mad at
Monica's
Spider-Man.
going to text some boys.
There was just no reason for it.
I'm going to text.
Anyway, what?
I'm going to
Sorry,
text
go ahead.
boys.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
I'm
No,
texting
nothing.
boys right now.
I just
What?
want you to send me the quiz again.
You want me to send you? Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
Hey. Gosh, it's so hard being in a podcast with someone so incredibly professional and great. You're great.
Okay, that's...
You're great.
You could have just said yes.
I'm so sorry, Monica.
I just want to be prepared. I didn't mean to. I was trying to do it without interrupting everything.
You can't do that on a podcast. Every time people try to do that, like when I have guests on my show, they do. They point and they'll hug, and I go, "What? Just what? What do you want?" And they're just like, "I just needed a charger for my cell phone. I was just trying to be professional."
Sent
Like,
again.
I don't know if there's a
to you.
professional way to do a podcast.
Sent it
Like
to Monica because
the last time I did
Monica and she is great. You're
Most
great.
professional thing is to sing over the other people.
And I'm still.
Kane's cat started drinking out of the toilet the last time I was on it, and he's like, "Oh, hold on one second." And
You
like,
were on
walks
the
out of
toilet?
room. No,
cat.
On the podcast. I thought you were you're on last time I was
I
on
was
it.
on
I'm
the
like,
cat, and the cat was drinking out of the toilet.
the cat just
it's a strong cat.
I just pictured a cat sticking its head between your legs, like drinking out the thing. Where did that come from? That's what I pictured.
It's like some weird
Not
innuendo
sexual,
thing.
just surprise.
Yeah.
Just like,
But that's when we realized that Cameron is allergic to cats, and his face was like swelling up while Kane is like picking up the cat.
and rubbing it on Cameron's
But
face.
Cameron, he said it into the microphone. He was like, "Oh my God, I forgot I'm allergic to cats." And I just go, "Don't tell him." Like, that's me. I was not concerned about Cameron at all. And you can see his eyes getting red. And I'm like, just don't tell him. It'll be funny.
Meanwhile, Kane's just rubbing the cat on Cameron's head. Like, doesn't that feel good?
He loves you.
He loves you. Meow. And the meows of death approaching Cameron.
Let's play catch, but don't use your hands. Just use your
You
face.
Just use your face.
How much cat hair can you eat? Contest.
It's a game we play on my show.
It's a contest.
Every episode we see who can eat the most
cat hair. Your first time eating cat hair. No one else has done it. It's always a first time. Okay, we're flying by, and I have to do the good news. Is that cool if we just jump
Totally
into some
fine.
good news? I'll cut some of them. Here's one thing that I've noticed. There's two first stories that are kind of good news. This is kind of a mini segment in the segment where it's like something terrible happened and then it got a little better and they're calling it good news. And I don't feel like this is good. Ring dropped with a note on it in a Salvation Army kettle. You know how they have like the red kettle and the guy rings the bell and you put the money in it. And the this is supposed to be good news. And this is what the note said with the ring. This ring made me the happiest man in the world when she said yes, and the saddest when she returned it. So I hope you can use it to make some kids happy. What? That's not happy at all.
What does that
Oh my
even
God.
mean?
It's like a $10 bill and a ring, and this guy's like, my girlfriend dumped me. Here's the
It
ring.
seems
Feel
really
bad
dramatic.
for me.
Like,
A little
just-
too dramatic.
yeah.
This guy's like, I know what I'll do to get my son to get back, is I'll like throw my ring away. After
I feel like people do that. Like they need
Overdramatic.
They need to symbolize.
You need some help.
their
like,
problem.
You need somebody to talk to about it. He's like,
Yeah.
anybody Salvation Army guy ringing the bell here?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it?
ding, 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 ding. Talk about your problems.
I mean, maybe next time, because it sounds like it might happen again.
This guy sounds like he should have held on to the ring for the next time.
Pawn it and take the money and then put it in there. How about
Yeah, how about just
that?
be
It
a,
seems like a
No,
good
you
idea.
should definitely leave a backwards note saying like, I'm doing a good deed because I was hurt.
there's so many guys. There are guys out there like that are like 13-year-old girls that just started liking boys. That'll just be like, oh, whatever. I'll just donate it to Goodwill. What the fuck are they gonna do with it?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do with it?
Like, hey, Goodwill, take this $4,000 ring, and they're like,
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna pawn
I'll
it for
be
money.
a gold for cash if anybody needs me.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, here's the other one that's backwards. Burglar returned cash with interest to Jamie Pollock's football academy after stealing from children's fundraising cup. So this guy stole and was like, I'm sorry, here's your money back and a little interest. And everyone's like, totally fine. I'm like, this guy's a fucking thief. Like,
What are you
Why
supposed
he
to do
felt
with
bad,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
maybe you guys don't agree with me, but I think this guy's fucking nuts. And they're
Well,
like,
I don't think it was a good thing, but
I think he was.
by the way, both these stories happened in England. This is an English episode.
Ooh,
Oh.
I don't know.
England.
So you returned all the
Pounds.
Euros, maybe, I don't know.
The cash, pounds of cash.
Oh, God,
I don't
Jesus
know how
Christ.
they measure.
Stop it right now.
No,
So now you're just saying
guys?
cash of cash.
Cash and cash.
Pygmy Daisy? No?
Pygmy Daisy? How many pygmy daisies?
Do you know that guy, that
It's
had
a
to be
British form of currency. The pygmy daisy.
the pygmy daisy?
Hello.
You know that had to be fucking with him though. Like you steal from a foundation. Like you're going through some hard times, so you decide to go fuck with other people who are going through probably even harder times.
Right.
And you know he's just sitting there, and he's just the voices are like, spend the money, and then the other guy's like, you might as well just kill yourself.
might as well,
And
you're
you're
a
like,
piece
all right,
of shit.
I'm
that's-
giving it back.
This is the thing is he says like his excuse was that he's like, sorry, habit. Like that was his excuse
Habit?
because he was a prior criminal and he's trying to like reform and he's like, yeah, I just saw the money, I just took it. Like it was like like just in his brain, it's like an instinct to just take money that's stuffed out. So he just took it.
That makes
And then-
sense.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's just so fucking. These are so many fucking backward stories. I don't know why I'm saying fuck so much. Let's move on to fun stories.
Fun stories.
This one is really great. This is a crossing guard, and he's been a crossing guard at this school for like years and years and years and years. Lakewood Elementary School in the city of Dallas. And he just does a crosswalking thing, and he does it, and he supports his wife who's sick. You guys are really laughing while I explain this. It's really
It's
rude.
hard.
Like
He just does a crosswalking thing.
he's not even hired on. Like he brought his own flag.
He brought his own flag and he volunteers.
Doesn't
and
have
he's a
any
good
kids.
guy.
He wears a
Okay,
trench
they
coat.
bought him a car, you guys. They bought him a car.
Wait, what happened?
He lost his car. It got repossessed because he's paying for his wife's medical bills. And then
Aw.
the elementary school parents got him a
That's
car.
awesome.
And they
Oh, that's
drove
cool.
it into the crosswalk and blocked the crosswalk. And the way they gave it to him was the guy's like, you can't park this car here. You can't park your car. And he's like, it's your car. It's not our car. You got to get it out of the cross. So they started a fake fight with him. And then he's like, when he realized what was happening, he's like, oh my God, like he got a car.
They're like, actually, we're calling the cops. Get your fucking car
Yeah.
out of the crosswalk.
When he started fucking the car up, like he rolled up the flag into like a hard stick.
He's like, it's my car. It's like, just
Broke out the
breaking
windows.
shit. He's like, yeah, it is your car, Mr. Kent.
Awesome. Normally, I hate parents, so that's great that
Yeah.
they do that.
They got him his new Mercury sedan. It's not a great car.
Yeah, but it's
But it's a
still-
car, man. It's
still a
wheels.
car.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
I would love that. Somebody fucking just towed my car away, and a slightly better car was there.
in place.
Just a 2002. It's just 1 year better. They improved on it 1 year. I'd be like,
It's not-
totally awesome. Same color, Just has the same dirt on it. They just upped it a year.
Just not a chunk of the bumper missing.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'd be so happy.
I would be really happy.
Okay, and the last story I'm going to tell you, we're cutting out the movie thing because we don't have time.
Okay.
It's fine, but it's
Aw.
okay. It's okay. We can talk about it a little bit if you want. But the last, I like how quickly I changed my mind. You say like, oh, and I'm like, it's okay. We can do it. It's fine. We'll get ice cream. It's
the worst
okay,
dad ever.
Kane.
You guys make people so sweet on this show.
I know.
You guys are just make everybody. You're like the North Pole, or the
North Pole?
good slime.
The good slime
in
in Ghostbusters.
too.
You gonna start playing some music? He loves this song.
Your love
Lifting
lift
me
me
high.
higher.
I'm just a toaster popping up and down.
been lifted before. All right.
Okay, so, this guy is a scientist.
Okay, so anyways, there's science.
This is a giggly episode, and I really like it a lot.
Oh,
We
God.
needed this. It's the headline is: a brilliant scientist created the coolest toy ever for this kid, so he wouldn't feel left out. The kid, they call him immobile, like he has movement issues, like he's not. Well, like I almost said, he's not fully handicapped. That sounds fucking terrible.
Okay, I just been
A fully
exalted.
colored person.
I've been
like
exalted for my fully covered line earlier.
This is a new segment called Mike Describes
But
Good
you
News Stories
also
in
had
Terrible
Jews.
Ways.
Oh yeah, I'm actually one up
So
with
this-
my Jew line.
So this half
Good
crippled
Lord.
kid, right? No.
but not full, not like all the way.
Not all the way.
half colored, half Jew.
So what happened is the kid has movement issues.
I'm sorry, everybody.
So the guy,
ruined the
he had a
show.
wheelchair, and you know when you were a kid and the really rich kids had the little vehicle, like little Jeeps they drive
Yeah.
around. He
Oh,
made
yeah.
all the kids, like all those kids' wheelchairs look like those toys. So it's like they're always in their toys, and the kids don't feel left out because they feel.
What?
Yeah, it's like
They're actually like, I'm way fucking cooler
Yeah,
than you. I'm
they're
like,
like,
out
this-
here in my Jeep.
this,
While
like-
you guys keep walking around like assholes.
a motorcycle.
Nice legs.
Yeah, so they all. He hit up the toy store, bought a bunch of Power Wheels, and took them.
All the cute girls are sitting in the seat. Like,
He's got.
I'm gonna ride with Johnny. I'll see you guys up there.
He's got a place to put my backpack.
He's got money. Tamagotchis.
What the fuck's a Tamagotchi?
A Tamagotchi is like a little
the
pet.
pocket pet thing.
A little pocket pet you have.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Remember those?
Tamagotchi.
I found one. I found the one that was themed from the 1999 Godzilla movie in my Tupperware thing that stored all my kids' toys.
Was it? Did you have to take care of Matthew Broderick?
Dude, feed Matthew Broderick. Seriously. He's gonna die, man.
yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker's career ain't doing great either.
Could you guys feed me? Come on. It's Matthew
I
Broderick.
imagine her just beating the shit out of him. All the time. She's buff.
She's like, you were in Godzilla in
I
1999.
can do something.
Why were there so many eggs? It makes no sense.
She's all mad at him.
He's like, I'm sorry, it wasn't Sex in the City. I'm so sorry. So that's a new story.
she makes him call her Carrie like all the time. Just a little reminder.
I had no idea what Sex in the City was. Like, I never watched it until like my girl was like, "You want to watch Sex in the City with
My
me?"
girl? What are you, from
my
the
girl,
50s?
my ex-girl.
He always says it.
Yeah, I always say it's fine with you
Do you call me your girl?
all the time.
Oh, never mind. It's so great.
And she was like,
Because you're my
yeah,
girl.
like I sat in the middle of it, and they were explaining why the whorish one, what's her name, Samantha or something?
Yeah.
Monica, yeah.
It's why
Or-ish. Not like
Or-ish.
full. Just like half.
like you got yours. You're like, all right, get up.
More like
You get up.
quasi-horror.
Hey, don't tell your friends. Come on.
So there was like a
DMD.
there was like a scene where they're like, yeah. Why would she was like not? She didn't care that her friends walked in on her blowing a guy or something or getting. I don't remember, something like totally sexual. And then she's like, and then like her agent or one of the gay guys in the show, he's bald and has glasses.
Yeah.
Like he's like explaining why that's bad, like you shouldn't do that. And then she's like whatever and doesn't take him seriously. And then she walks in on that guy getting blown by another dude. And I looked at my girl and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. I was like, I've been missing out on this. So I watched like a full season after that. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. I was just like, yeah, that's hilarious. This is good writing.
And now I
kept
just
watching.
think all the movies come out and it's like a swarm of like 40 to 50-year-old women, and then Kane in the middle, like, this is going to be great. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so ready for this.
I don't know why. And I think what I'm basically saying on this podcast is I'm secretly gay because I want to kiss Edward Norton, and I love watching
You
guys
just
get
want
blown.
like Kelsey to walk
Yeah,
in
yeah,
on
yeah,
you
yeah,
getting
yeah.
blown by Edward Norton, and you're like, whatever, I'm not stopping this.
Let's not put labels on things, Kane.
Yeah, I'm just a person like you guys.
I'm just looking for some Edward Norton gentleman to ranch my pants. I don't see a problem with that.
It has to be Edward
Range
Norton.
my pants.
Ranch my pants.
That's right. This show should be called Callbacks because that's all we've been doing all day.
Fun. No, say that exact line again, but as Forrest Gump.
It's like, I just want Edward Norton to ranch my pants.
They just changed the movie, and Edward Norton hands them like new sneakers.
Dude, we are flying. We don't have time for Homeward Bound. We got to go do the quiz because I picked this quiz out for you, and I was really excited to find it.
Yay!
And the quiz is, which Batman villain are you?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know, right? That's all you. You love Batman.
Are you fucking with me?
I'm not fucking with you, girl.
I can't be cursing.
And
right?
as
No,
always,
I'm
I've taken the quiz already just to test it to see. I got
Uh-huh.
2 different answers, so I think it's legit.
Good.
So, and I also picked some of the same ones.
Oh, I hope I get what I hope I get.
Okay, what?
Like what I want.
So, Kane, I'm gonna ask you
It's
the
like
question.
Christmas.
I'm gonna ask you the questions, and you gotta
This is
answer
what
for
I
me.
deserve.
This is what I deserve.
Sorry.
Okay, it's done.
You're just sitting there. I'll wait.
I just
Kane
like.
and I do frequently get in trouble, especially during meetings like at TCC.
TCC,
We're like always
oh,
fucking around. We're
yeah.
like, sorry.
Sorry.
I just like how I'm the one interrupting you the whole episode. And I'm like, you guys done?
Okay.
All right, what do you want? Respect, justice, vengeance, sex, fun, love, luxury, power, approval. Which one of those do you want?
Sex.
Sex? All right.
I mean, I like all those things, but
Monica, what did you pick? Was it vengeance?
No, should it be vengeance? I'm going to say respect.
Respect? R-E-S-P-E-C-T?
Not exactly sure why.
What a Monica wants and means to me? What do you fear? Being poor, boredom, betrayal, mockery, feeling weak, demons, losing self-control, dying alone, rejection.
I
Goes
would.
the same.
Oh man, it's between rejection or betrayal. What was the other one? Or the other ones? I mean,
Being poor, boredom, betrayal, mockery, feeling weak, demons, losing self-control, dying alone, or rejection.
I'm gonna go betrayal.
Betrayal.
Ooh.
What did you pick, Monica?
Feeling weak.
Feeling weak. Oh.
That's a good one too. I don't want to feel weak.
Which Marvel villain would you want to hang out with? Magneto, Green Goblin, Dark Phoenix. That's racist. Doctor Doom. It's not racist at all. Mystique, Apocalypse, Emma Frost, Elektra, Loki.
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin? Who did you pick, Monica?
Mystique.
Oh, nice.
Oh fuck! I should have picked Mystique.
What makes you the most angry? Religious zealots, political corruption, poverty in the third world, rampant consumerism, cruelty to animals, overpopulation, sexism, pollution of the environment. Nothing really matters to me.
See, if I pick nothing really matters to me, then I look like a prick. But if I pick that, I know I'm gonna get the guy that I want. But I'm gonna.
What guy do you want? Tell me
I'm
what
not
you
gonna
want.
tell you what guy I want.
Well, no,
I'll tell you afterwards when I
Okay.
get a guy or girl, whatever.
That he deserves.
I'm gonna. This is what I deserve. Say him again, real quick.
Religious zealots, political corruption, poverty in the third world, rampant consumerism, cruelty to animals, overpopulation, sexism, pollution of the environment. Nothing really matters to me. Just pick one.
Rampant consumerism.
You don't like that? Monica, what did you pick?
Sexism.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
What would be the best
They're
first
all
date
bad.
activity?
Like you pick one, you feel like you're a dick because you didn't pick the other
Yeah.
one.
What
It's a
would be
tough-
the best first date activity? Crash a fancy party.
Ooh, that's
Visit
fun.
a botanical garden.
No,
No plan. Make it up as you go along.
that one.
Cook
no plan.
Cook a nice dinner.
Fuck that.
It's so hard to decide. Bar hopping, pub quiz, straight to the bedroom. Dating is not for me. Okay.
Make it up as we go along.
All right. Pick a Rorschach blotch. Blot.
Said no dating.
No dating. Sorry. Which one do you want? Describe it to the audience.
Literally,
I'm
I've stared at
fucking-
it for long.
Here, I'll hold. You're only holding that with one hand. Oh, give me the one that to me looks like a horse that's also a bear.
Right there. The
Yeah.
little one on the bottom.
Really?
Bear
I
horse.
see boobs in the middle of that.
You said
Is that weird?
You said
Is that bad?
No.
They're like, oh, you
No?
have cancer. No. Yeah, just right in the middle. Looks like a lady laying down with boobs. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Sprawled
I'm
out?
not picking that one. I'm picking the first
Hey,
one.
Kane. What's wrong with people? Too gullible, too stupid, too scared, too boring, too judgmental, too selfish, too shallow, too serious, too lazy.
Too serious. Too scared is what I'm going to pick.
There was too stupid. What were the other
Too
ones?
gullible, too scared, too boring, too judgmental, too selfish, too shallow, too serious,
Too
lazy.
judgmental.
Too judgmental. Okay, Monica, who did you get?
Bane.
You got Bane?
Dope up top.
Can you read the thing to people?
But can you do it in your Bane impression?
Nope. You've had a very difficult life, and it's made you strive for strength and perfection in everything you do. You despise weakness in yourself and others. Get up, you. Never mind. But you care a lot about proving your superiority.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's a very hairy chest.
And
That was not on there. I was just saying that
so-
about the picture. And you have a very hairy chest. How did you know that?
so what did you want to be? Who did you
I
want
wanted
to be?
because I know I'm not this guy, but it would have been cool to get him anyway. But I wanted to be the Joker.
You wanted to be the Joker really
Who
bad?
Doesn't he's got so
Right.
much free will.
I was going to say, he doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't
man.
give a fuck. But there's stuff that I care about, so it's not like when you're like, don't care about anything. I was like, that's what Joker is.
Right.
But I'm like, I also don't like rampant
So-
consumerism or sexism. I'm like, I want to pick one.
Are you ready to know who you got?
Who do they get?
Talia al Ghul. That's Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
And Batman's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not going to be Batman,
You know what, Kane?
Might as well be
Kane?
his girlfriend. Edward Norton.
Just Ed Norton in a wig. I'm Talia al Ghul. Kane, you're intelligent and beautiful and have no patience for weakness in others.
I don't.
You are very good at running large organizations and
That's
enjoy
not
having
true.
control over other people.
That's not true. I tried to go for the Joker, and I got a gal who's the complete opposite of who I am. Like, she's more in control of her life being a fictional character than I am being a real person,
Do you
being
know
a
who
real
I got?
boy.
I got Two-Face. I was
What
Two-Face.
does that say? What's
Why?
what's
What does that
the-
say about you?
It says you care a lot about justice and order, in part because you're constantly fighting a war against your own dark side. Because of this, you have trouble. Because of this, you have trouble making hard decisions. Hi, I'm really happy, but inside I'm so dark.
That's why you're so mean sometimes.
I do get mean.
He gets mean and vicious. Like me and Norwest were talking about that. Like, you know who is really viciously funny when he wants to be? Is Mike. And when you get pissed, you say some pretty funny and mean shit.
I can
and
get pretty
it's
Bernie.
awesome.
I can
Yeah.
get pretty Bernie. If
You
I want
trash
to.
real hard, and you don't do it often.
I know. You gotta control yourself. You can't just throw it out there.
You should flip a coin every time you want to decide to make fun of somebody.
Ooh. That should be your crowd work. Like if someone starts to heckle you, just be like, "Oh, what was
Hey,
that?"
can you hold on? Hey, does anyone have a quarter? I didn't bring one tonight. This is really awkward.
I'm just in the wig. Yeah, honey.
Talia, get out of here. Who do you think you are, Ed Norton in a wig? Get out of here. I totally kiss Ed
I can't
Norton.
believe I got Talia.
Just me with the mask on trying to eat.
How does he eat?
Yeah,
That's a callback in a callback.
yeah, well,
Snap.
callback episode.
These eggs are delicious, brothers. Our cholesterol rises.
cholesterol
This is the
rises.
part of the show where we do all of Kane's jokes. That's actually the show. We actually ran out of time. That's it. That's an hour. But you're more than we'll have you back
This
for
is so
Sheezy.
much fun.
Boopity boop.
I like
Boopity
this.
boop.
I like
So
coming here.
charities. You let's go with yours first because you
Okay.
didn't mention it. But go ahead.
All right. So along with the weekend that I'll be performing at Tacoma Comedy Club, 18th through the 21st, I found out I just recently reconnected with a friend of mine. Her name is Shelby, and she found out that she had breast cancer, and then she had to have a double mastectomy. So she just recently had the double mastectomy, and I felt like helping her. And so I asked the fine people at Tacoma Comedy Club to help me out. So what they did, and big shout out to Adam Norwest for helping me with this, that there is, if you buy your tickets online to see Slade Ham and myself this weekend, for the 18th through the 20th. That's 5 shows. Or for the Battle of the Sexes show. So that's 6 opportunities to buy your tickets
Never
online
mind.
to see
we
those
won't give you
shows.
free ones with Battle Sexes. You have to buy them.
Yeah, you have to buy them. But yeah, if you buy them, then a portion of the proceeds go to helping Shelby with her hospital bills. And then also I'll be selling my CD, Kane Holloway, See What I Did There, at the show. Or if you want to buy it, it is on iTunes. Let me know that you have bought it, and then I will take that money and donate it to Shelby as well. So that's the charity.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a nice
I got
thing,
little
Kane
tingly. I got a
Holloway.
little tingly on that one.
Oh,
That's good.
Candy Holloway.
Aw.
Being a
That's
sweet
great,
pea.
and that's easy. You're just going to that
Yeah.
show anyways, right? Okay.
So if you guys could do me a favor and share that link.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
it all up on that podcast, girl.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Yeah, girl.
All right. This is a show that I'm actually on. It's Monday, the 22nd. Why are you laughing? Stop it. Anyways, it's called Comedians Home for the Holidays.
What?
Nick Thune asked me to do it. He's going to be there, and Adam Ray will be there as well, because they're from around up here. And then a bunch of other people, Derek Sheen and people like that, are going to be on it. I'll be on it, and it's $5 to get in. It's at the Rendezvous on 2nd Avenue in the Jewel Box Theater, I believe. It's at 7, and it's only $5, and all of the proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club, which is great because I've worked in youth development for a long time.
You're great.
You're great.
Thanks.
You great.
Boys and Girls Clubs are great.
Yeah, they are.
It's funny when you just say it really softly. Like, you're great too.
Yeah, so Monday, 22nd.
Do those
Yeah,
shows. I'm gonna
coming at
post.
you.
I'll post both of those shows on the Facebook page and share them.
Yay.
And that's our show. And I think to end, we should all start saying "You're great" and the best Forrest Gump impression we can possibly do.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
Oh, you're great. I rises.
You're great.
It's not Forrest Gump.
Oh wait,
Um,
Forrest.
The
You
fire
know what,
rises,
whatever.
brothers.
The fire rises.
The fire
brothers.
rises. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
Hey, Monica, you can't end the podcast until you say it.
You're great.